I'm finally here for once.
Hello. I'm making more watch videos.
I like that, everybody thinks of Sonic. They're like, yeah, let's go to this guy. And it's like, you're talking to the guy that, like, the last Sonic game I played that came out past the 90s was Sonic Mania. But, look at this game. This game is actually pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game, and it's kind of crazy that this came out, like, in 2006, and everybody knows what else came out in 2006.
Yeah, this is like the one good thing for Sonic that came out that year.
Wait, so this was also the same years as, like, Secret Rings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, they did a lot. Oh, this was GameCube, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was a console generation behind.
I forgot that, actually. But,
Yeah, they continued making games up until Sonic Unleashed, with the PS2 port of that being the last Sonic game for consoles of the previous generation.
So I've played this, like, briefly.
Yeah, this is like one of those games where, like, the reception at the time it got was kind of mixed to negative. Some were positive. I think the big reason is because this game is really fucking bad at teaching you how to actually play it.
Yeah, I saw a video about that, but once you get the hang of it, it's like...
Yeah, no, it's,
really
it's actually
enjoyable.
quite good when you like figure it out, but the game does not teach it very well, and it's kind of complicated.
That's what I remember about this game, is that I remember, like, thinking it was good, but also having a really hard time getting into it.
Yeah, it's like, because normally when you look at popular mascot racing spin-off game, you expect like a very good degree of like accessibility in that regard. And this game like has a surprising amount of mechanics to it, I think.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. I feel like it does. Like, cuz when I played it when I was younger, I got okay at it, but like it was always kind of just like, whoa.
I'm for another Sonic world.
That's really weird.
Yep.
It looks like something
Sonic the Hedgehog in a city. Let's look at how different it looks every game. Or these people. Or why the fuck Sonic isn't like running around? He's wearing like aviator goggles and shit.
And now we have the introduction of rival characters that are birds. Because for some reason in video games, if you want a rival character, you just make them a bird.
I don't know if it's just, like, games I've been seeing recently, but for some reason, this being, like, a 4x3 video is really throwing me off.
Man,
It's not like Letterboxd anyway, it's just straight up just square.
video games that existed before widescreen are kind of wild.
Yeah.
If Sonic doesn't run, he's just like, I'm gonna try this!
I was gonna mention that at some point, like, it is super weird to me how they're like, okay, yeah, Sonic, that's like a good fit for a racing franchise. Yeah, obviously. But then it's always like, yeah, he's in a car, or riding a hoverbike, or hoverboard, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, hoverbike, don't do that now.
Yeah, right?
Anything
That
but
was an
Sonic
illegal
running.
left, by the way.
Anything but Sonic the Hedgehog running on foot, because they tried that once, and you know how
was
Sonic
okay.
Teen is, right? You do it once, and then you either do it a couple more times and then forget it ever existed, or you stop.
Yeah, because this is like the second big foray of Sonic and racing game spin-off.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
The first one was Sonic R, and I think there's also Sonic Drift.
Yeah. That one's kind of tricky to count. Anyways, Eggman is in this plot.
Yes. He looks a lot better than the previous game Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh wait, did you all do that? Oh,
Yeah.
you've probably been a watcher of that. When was that? Years ago, right?
Yeah. I rewatched it just to refresh on the GameCube era, and it's like, they made completely new models for every character in this game, even though they really didn't have to.
Eggman
So now,
didn't really, like, he's...
These races are no holds barred.
There are no rules.
All contestants pay a simple entry fee of 1 Chaos Emerald.
Wow.
Winner takes it all.
Okay, so Sonic, upon hearing this, does not decide I will go and steal them. because I can. I'm Sonic. He's just like, you know,
Eggman
why don't
again.
we race
Just
on
what is he up to
hoverboards?
this time? And there's more. Before I forget,
You know, Sonic, commonly known for obeying authority.
these players
He's just like, I will beat him at his own game.
fine.
So weird that it's always weird when there's like a Sonic plot where he just adheres.
Hey, that's
Yeah, because
World Grand Prix.
in
huh?
Sonic Adventure 2, it's
Let's
pretty
do this.
established that he is very anti-authoritarian.
He's very like he's never been like, yeah, I love authority.
Get a great start.
Love
Anyways,
following the rules. That fucking Sonic render from
Oh.
Sonic Heroes.
yeah, so first race just starts here. I don't know why there's a race here. As far as I can tell, there was no like Grand Prix race here, but Sonic just decides I'm gonna go boarding with these things. I don't know what they are. I think they're like they have a name. I don't know what they're called.
Forgot, but they look like the egg pawns from Sonic Heroes, but they got backwards baseball caps on.
Yeah, and they're like green. I think you can unlock these. They're hidden characters. So I remember
Yeah.
those.
There are a lot of hidden characters, including like fucking Knights, Ulala
Yeah, there's a
from
ton. Yeah.
I from Super Monkey Ball.
Ah, the Sega classics.
Gain momentum.
Kind of a precursor to, was that game, the Sega Sonic Racing, whatever the hell?
All Stars Racing, and then transformed, and then they just ditched the All Stars so they could go completely Sonic.
Alright, so yeah, the big gimmick of this game that is really weird. So like in most of these racing games, when you pick a different like character type, I guess, usually it just affects like, you know, your handling, your driving, the stats, of your vehicle. And that's all true here. However, there's also in each course designated like shortcuts / things that only characters of a certain type can do. So like I think only the speed characters can use the rails that are marked with speed.
Speed characters can only grind on rails, power characters can punch shit, and flying characters can go through the little
flying rings,
floating
yeah.
hoops. Yes.
Yeah, power characters generally they break down walls and find like shortcuts and stuff. So depending on the character you pick, your route through the track is going to be vastly different.
Reminds me a little bit of Diddy Kong Racing with the three, like, car types or whatever.
Yeah, I guess you could make that. That is not entirely incorrect. Yeah.
It's still obviously different, but
Yeah, it's a bit more like. Because I know there are some courses in Diddy Kong Racing that support all three vehicles and have like specific routes for each one. But like, imagine that, but on like every track,
right.
basically. Also, the other like really weird mechanic is that you need air to ride on the board. You see a little meter on the right. So like the key to racing well is you have to make your
Maintain a
turns good.
resource.
Yeah, you have to make your turns good. Doing tricks
But what exactly
and like
is
racing
it?
well, essentially,
Ah, I can't
basically
get into
unlocks
it,
like
Morton.
or rather keeps refilling up your air meter as you're using it.
Huh? Amy?
You want to avoid having to actually recharge it as
Don't
much as
tell me
possible
you
because it
signed
takes
up
so
too.
long manually.
Is there like an emulator error, or do they for some
Yeah.
reason have giant gray shadows?
That's an emulator thing, I bet.
This
You see a
Uh,
Sonic character blink with one eye?
No, this is being
Duh.
played on the this is being played on a 360. According to the video description, this is for Xbox being played on the 360's backwards compatibility.
Oh dear.
So that's just how it looks.
Yes, they didn't fix it when it came to fucking Sonic games, because Unleashed is now 60 FPS. It can finally run.
No, this is on the 360, not the Xbox One.
Oh,
Like, this is
never
just
mind.
like the old ass Xbox 360. I mean, it's not that surprising, the lighting, considering, you know, Sonic Heroes looked okay, but like the characters looked fucking, you know. Yeah.
A little underdone.
Why do they always have to make new characters for every story?
I don't know. It does have that problem where, like, the the characters that you'd think would get fleshed out never actually do because they're just wholly incompatible with whatever story elements they're trying to introduce per game, so they kind of just get booted. Or if they're an important character like Knuckles, they just kind of live.
I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough for me.
And
You reverted back to a Sonic Adventure 1 model there for a second.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, they tried being, like, giving characters more, expression in this one, opposed to, like, most other Sonic games.
This one
Well-
definitely feels more like they're trying to emulate, like, Sonic X.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's
no,
very
'cause
much
that was the
an
new
anime
shit at the
feel.
time. I think, for what it's worth, the facial expressions in this game look a lot better than anything I saw in Adventure 1.
Yeah, they've
not
got
the
that
height
down,
bar.
but I don't know, there's something about the models that look pretty cheap to me, but then again, I've been outside the GameCube era for so long now.
I think it's like lighting and shit.
Oh, that girl! Who does she think she is?
Yeah.
That could also just be like a 360 backwards compatibility issue. I know there are some games that don't work properly on a 360 being played on the Xbox. I think one of them is Crash Bandicoot Twin Sanity. It just straight up is like a mess. But it's not the game's fault. It just does not run well on a 360,
Right.
despite the backwards compatibility, but it was made for the Xbox, so...
Who will break out of the pack first?
Hey, wait.
This game has a soundtrack.
My best.
Yeah?
I just want to point that out. There was at least one song from this game that I remember very vividly because it's like
Nice rapid start.
really cool and just unlike anything in the Sonic series.
Oh, yeah.
You remember what it sounded like, but...
You'll probably hear it in the story mode.
It's Green Cave.
This whole game soundtrack is quite good, though.
Yes, I mean, that could
definitely-
be said about a lot of Sonic games, but...
It's
Yeah.
amazing how you could say that about a lot of Sonic games when a lot of the soundtracks sound very different from each other. Like,
Yeah,
this is
no, it...
very
noticed
much
that.
like kind of an like this one sounds a lot like Ape Escape. This track, it's like that drum and bass sort of thing. And you cannot say that about like almost any other Sonic game as far as I know. But it's still
Yeah.
like really good. Like the other ones are really good, just in a very different way.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, even if you're comparing older 2D Sonic games, like the style of music in Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic CD are all pretty distinct from each other. And it's just like, wow. That's the thing, because like good soundtracks aren't necessarily something that are uncommon in long-running franchises. Like Mario has good
Yeah.
soundtracks. Zelda has fine soundtracks. Metroid, all that stuff. Kirby. But like, the thing about Kirby music is that you know it's fucking Kirby music. Whenever you hear it, you're like, that's a Kirby song.
Yeah, there's
Like-
definitely a distinct sound to it, and like, no, Sonic does have its own like kind of noticeable like
Going to die.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
it's good.
instrumentals. Like, I'm probably thinking about like the Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 era, and like
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
no,
made
it's-
new music for generations. It was like, yep, that's Sonic.
It's got a leitmotif to it, but I think like generally it's really diverse across each game. Like, good Sonic music can sound like a number of things. Is what I think Alexo means, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I think
Versus, like,
Generations
yeah.
really accentuates just how different all of the soundtracks really were.
Yup.
Fucking
But yeah,
love
no.
Crisis City in that game.
I don't have like a lot to say about this game, unfortunately. I don't know if there's like much to it. It's just like a nice fucking racing game, but
I kind of decided to put my nose in here because like this is a Sonic game that I definitely remember playing
Technically-
in my youth.
yeah, we do have to do Sonic Rush at some point.
Oh yes.
We also need to see that fucking Dear Sega video.
Oh,
Wait, didn't
I want
you
to
already
see
watch
T
that one?
become Evil Shroom. No, we did not.
no.
I could have sworn you were telling me you did that one already. What? How the?
Oh, it's you! I'll make sure to pay you back for this. Ha!
Not used to
I'll let you
hearing
get
his
away
voice
last
after
time,
the
but definitely not today.
Snap Cube dub of this game.
Why wait till later, you little punk? I'll pay you back tenfold now. Huh.
This is so silly.
What are you doing, you clumsy fool? Was that supposed to be some kind of punch? Nice try, buddy. Sorry there. It wasn't my fault. If he hadn't jumped out of the way just now, I would have clobbered.
Casually cause homicide?
What?
Roboticide?
The race is about to start. All participants, please
Automicide?
get in position
Oh.
now.
The track then. We'll settle this there. Looking forward to it.
It's funny how we went from, like, in this same era, we have Sonic games with, like, way too serious writing, and then we have this, which is just, it's just all filler.
The races are now
It's
Yeah,
just,
like-
let's try to emulate, like, an anime episode without any story.
Get in my way.
The story mode in this game is very...
It is
Yeah.
there.
It very, very loosely gives you context to just race and tracks. Like,
Makes a nice landing.
'cause I
For a
guess
spin-off, I'm surprised that they did it anyways.
being a Sonic game, you've got to have a story somewhere. Weird that I'm saying that, but they always do. And it's like,
Nice trick.
I guess they just thought, because of how this game is, there wouldn't be enough there if you just had the Grand Prix mode.
I think it's same thing is true of, like, fighting games. Whenever you have, like, basically no sort of, like, single-player content, then people, the consumer is just going to be like,
What the fuck?
yeah, what the hell? Like, you expect me just to play a game with, like, no setup whatsoever? Like, it's sort of a thing where it's like, not all of us actually want that sort of thing, but some people do, you know? It would just be weird
Yeah,
if it wasn't there.
it's nice to have. And it does provide a good jumping on point for getting better at the game without having to, like,
Rocks and bars, easy
you know.
peasy.
But in a racing
also-
game, it's different because, like, you normally you have your Grand Prix mode for this, but I guess they just felt the need to just, you know.
It's also an excuse to hide, like, unlockables in this. And
Of
oh
course.
boy, does this game have a lot of unlockables.
Yep.
Domination.
There are a bunch of characters that you could play as. You could play as Eggman, but he can only ride on scooters. And you could also get new boards, which also affect your stats, and some of them include scooters and shadow shoes.
Huh.
Yep.
Actually, just get shadow shoes and put them on anyone.
Well,
except
that's
Eggman.
like the one thing about him that's kind of cool. Well, I guess it's not fair, but still.
I think Shadow has like other merits. It's just that Sega doesn't know what to do with him.
Oh, absolutely.
They're lost. I mean, he was fine when he first showed up. And it's clear that the people, when they were writing that game, intended on him to be in that game, and that was it.
Yep.
So, anything past that is like, they're winging it. They are most certainly winging it. Because the intent of that character was to be there for Adventure 2 and then not be there anymore. And as far as new Sonic characters go, I find that very nice. It was refreshing, at least, that they thought about that at first.
Then he appeared in Sonic Heroes as like a robot, and then everybody knows how Shadow the Hedgehog went. In 06, he's just a government agent for some reason.
Yeah, anyways, this is what happens when you run out of air. You have to basically
fuck.
get more.
You have to run, which is what Sonic is weakest at.
Yeah, Sonic's not often forced to resort to such things like moving on the ground. So,
Generally, most of these courses have like a section where you have to like spin the stick to build up air.
yeah, they give you a lot of ways to maintain high air. Yeah.
Do tricks. Getting tricks will get you air. Doing the character-specific actions, like if you're Knuckles, you can punch it and get air.
The semi-final race will begin in 10 minutes. Please
This announcer voice is annoying.
for that time. That's cool! Sonic! When did
Delivery.
you learn those techniques?
Not very impressive for someone of your reputation.
Is that the same fucking VA?
I'm gonna look that up
No,
right now.
I
Jet
checked you
the
out, actually.
Hawk.
Not bad.
Has he even showed up? I think he showed up in the other Sonic Riders games, but
It's a whole
He
different
showed up in the
story
other
when
Sonic
riding
Riders
extreme
games, and he showed up
gear.
in Sonic and the
See,
Black Knight as
to
a
be the fastest
unlockable
on the
character.
gear, you have
was
to
he in
use
Sonic
one
Colors? I
quick
swear he was in Sonic
without
Colors.
wings.
Hold on.
Yes, I don't think he was in Sonic Colors.
Go home.
Give me a minute.
He is voiced by Jason Griffith in Sonic Riders, the sequel, and Sonic and the Black Knight.
Who does he
That's
think
what I
he
thought.
is?
And Mario and Sonic at the
Well, I don't
Olympic
think
Winter
he's all
Games
talk,
2009.
Oh, he was in
I'd
Sonic
be on my
Generations
toes
too.
during this competition.
Oh yeah.
He was in
well,
Sonic
that-
Generations, but he was a trophy. And Chip from Unleashed is also there.
Oh no.
Sorry, Sonic. I just need to fine-tune a few things. Then your extreme gear will be at 100%.
Hey, Tails, you always do your best, so don't worry.
Yeah, but she has a point. She's a really brilliant mecha mechanic.
What?
Sonic, don't worry. I'll unlock the secret of the extreme gears for us.
What secret?
Secret
What?
of Metal Gear.
This is so silly.
You know, it's like I don't even have time to process what he's talking about.
This contest will kick off
There it
in a
is.
short time. I'll do my best.
It's so strange to have like a series that's taken its story like too seriously for so long, and then have like just introduce a whole bunch of new stuff to it as like part of some silly like side game. It feels like extra trivial.
I mean, I do think it's better to go in like a bit of a, you know, tongue-in-cheek direction than like super serious for a spin-off, but I don't know where Shadow the Hedgehog stands on that.
Yeah, like for this kind of game, I feel like it is at worst just funny to laugh at when you play it, because it does not take up a vast majority of what the game is.
Yeah.
It's a little different when it's like Sonic Adventure or something like that, where like that's like your driving tour de force for playing the game. But like this is just like, yeah, just here's some dumb crap to give you reasons to ride your board. You don't really need anything. I don't think anybody came to this game looking for that. So I think they put it in and they said that's fine. And I honestly.
Sorry.
No, yes, I think I understand why they did that. You know, it's good to shift the priorities to be on the other stuff that's also...
I think that's why I find it so funny, is just because it is so, like, just there for the sake of being there. So, like, it's just Sonic writing that, like, knows that it's completely pointless. And it's just like, yeah, they just unlock the power of the boards, I don't know, just
like,
raise the
fuck it.
fucking boards, I don't care.
One game he's riding a centipede, the other game he's fucking time traveling with Weedhead the Hedgehog.
Like, I can't even say, like, I don't even know if it's Sonic taking itself too seriously or not seriously enough anymore. I just feel like they just need better writing. I don't know if it's a problem symptomatic of the actual, like, conceit of the plot so much as the writing and how it is handled.
Yeah, it's just always handled so strange. Like, I was realizing earlier, I was thinking to myself, like, if I remember correctly, there's like a decent amount of like Sonic lore in Sonic Battle.
Yes.
Like that furthered a lot of the like plots of the characters from the adventure games, which is really strange because you would think it's just some silly side game, but they like tried to push it as like an actual story.
Oh, what? No, like, that shit is relevant to Advance 3. Like, Sonic Battle gives context to a lot of shit in that game.
That's
Not a
right,
lot,
yeah.
but mostly just that one robot, Gemroll or whatever, is based off of, like, that thing from Battle, right?
Yeah,
and they even
Emerald.
released fucking music from it for the final boss, so it's like, oh, if you played that game and you finished the story mode in that game, you would completely understand this. And it's like, that's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking effort.
It does make me wonder though, like on what side of the line does it fall of like, it's a thing where they have like a consistent lore versus, oh, we just reuse some assets from Sonic Battle because we had them.
Yeah, I feel like it really depends on the game, but it does feel like they did that with like a good degree of intentionality. Just because they implemented it in a way that, like, even if you hadn't beaten Sonic Battle, you would recognize. You know, that
Shadows
yeah.
are the best.
And now it's time for the final event. And it's set here in
But I think it's only cool in Advance 3 and Sonic Battle because usually when it comes to Sonic games like that, there's not like a direct through line of continuity.
the first one to reach the goal.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen often.
But remember,
Like, Sonic Adventure 2, the moon got fucking halfway obliterated. That has never shown up anywhere again, ever. So,
It
like,
got better.
the fact that like a whole character and like a whole plot arc from a spin-off game was sort of like brought into I guess a mainline Sonic game, if you can call the Advanced series that. I think that is interesting because this franchise doesn't do that a lot. Like, it's weird that a lot of like Sonic plots are self-contained despite having elements that are like very vaguely kind of like other parts. It's weird.
Yeah.
I just noticed where they was putting in a Chaos Emerald like the entry fee for entering this or something.
Yeah, and Sonic
Okay.
wasn't like, I think that's sus. I probably shouldn't do it.
That
But
is
then he just like,
comically out of character for him not to see any like through that stupid bullshit. Like that
you
is
gotta get the
obvious.
Chaos Emeralds in somehow.
Jesus Christ, Sonic, come on, man. I just saw them placing it there. I'm like, oh, I get what's going on. They're not even thinking. It's just, how do we get the Chaos Emeralds there? They just give them to Eggman. Fuck you.
Yeah, you know, he'll take very good care of it.
He'll
know,
like
especially
polish it
after-
and then use it to fuel his next schemes.
You know, especially after, you know, you play the old Sonic games where it's like, we can't let him have these. We're gonna play these bonus stages and shit. Or the fucking try again screen where he's like juggling them and laughing. Like, that really looks a lot different now when you look at something like this. It's like, what? You just gave it to him?
Doesn't Eggman just do the bonus stages himself?
I'm still
That's how he got
completely.
them.
I'm still just amused by the fact that the Chaos Emeralds have changed their design. Like, they just changed in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, or just Sonic and Knuckles, I should say. And they're just like, yeah, now they're these like, I don't even know what you call that shape.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's more recognizably like a diamond.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that, to be honest. I mean-
I'm still working on the fan theory that like they got like transformed in Sonic and Knuckles, and then they just like kept that design because, well, the Chaos Emeralds are different now.
They
Yeah,
look
right,
good.
when they became the Super Emeralds?
Yeah. It's like, it makes sense consistency-wise, because that's just when they started looking different. And that essentially
Yeah, I
what
mean,
you
yeah, I
did.
can't argue with that. I've always just pondered, you know, they're called Chaos Emeralds, but the first one you get isn't ever green in any of the games.
Really, what's the first color you usually get?
I don't know, it's not consistent, but I've never gotten the green emerald first. Which, you know,
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
for a jewel called an emerald, the fact that the common one is not, you know...
I don't think I've ever thought about that. That is a good point.
Yep, not Chaos Gems, they're all called emeralds, but only one of them is green.
I think I familiarized myself with precious stones because of Pokemon.
Why don't they bring back the Chaos Rings from Sonic or Knuckles Chaotix?
Oh
And
man!
emeralds be different colors.
Shoutouts to the Soul Emeralds, which are still not all green, by the way. You think like a jeweler could actually get away with that shit? Like they just selling you like a red gem and it's like, yeah, it's an emerald.
This is great.
You look at this, oh god.
They got empty glasses under them.
It looks like you could see the effects that they, it's like the stage props and the recordings that they forgot to take out when they made the final cut of the movie. It's like the strings keeping them up.
The evil character's cheated.
Wow.
Wow.
He did say no
Okay.
holds barred too. It's the worst part is it's not even illegal. Like that's just completely fine.
Sonic absolutely did nothing to check the underside of his fucking board until now.
Why did they, I'm sorry, why did they get all these characters to be voiced by the same person when they're like main characters? That's
Funny.
super weird.
Here's the Tesseract.
Oh my god, he is voiced by Man,
Yeah, so is Shadow.
Okay, that one makes sense because you know Sonic.
Yeah, but they didn't do that before, and then, well then again, I guess it's fine because I didn't recognize him anyway. That honestly blew my mind. I was like, that was the same guy. Alright.
Time to up the graphic settings.
whoa! Is he gonna get the fucking Phantom Cloak or whatever from Dread?
You want to see a cool skateboarding trick?
Anyways, I just knew this was here.
Oh no, not Sonic and Secret Rings, no!
I was gonna say that. Fuck you. Fuck you, man.
You know what's really funny? And I've
It came out
noticed
first, didn't it? Yeah.
it wasn't that. It's like fucking this game, 06 and Secret Rings, like have just a little bit of Middle Eastern mythology in them, in each of them. Like fucking 06 Iblis is literally just named after the Islam devil, and here's Babylon.
This is Babylon Garden.
Is he surprised by that?
Now I'll get the treasure of Babylon.
Wow. You're stupid.
Got the brain the size of a small
Amy?
bird.
Amy.
Hey!
Amy.
Tails, Knuckles, we gotta get Eggman.
Maybe save Amy, I don't know, I actually don't care.
Okay.
And here's the tornado from Sonic Adventure.
I found you.
I saw your giant
Help.
shadow indicator.
Wait, Sonic, use this!
I'm in a glass of milk, Sonic.
Oh, Sonic, help! I'm stuck in Silent Hill!
What is it?
It's a new gear I prepped up just in case something like this happens.
Yep,
Is it a
I knew
guilty
your
gear?
board would blow up. Wow, Sonic, this one's got Michael Sword in it.
Jet.
Don't touch any other boards, it will clash like crazy.
Yeah, you sound a lot like me. We'll get along really well.
Can't catch up with him. Get out of my way. Is that what you think? Take a look at this. I'll show you what true speed really is.
And then he
Gets
gets
off the board and starts running.
Yeah.
You know, I watched the Fast and Furious movies recently. This is the same logic where it's like, check out how much faster I am than you thanks to this machine. It's like, what?
Yep.
So if this is a Fast and Furious movie, is the ending going to be Sonic and friends chilling with a bunch of Coronas and a barbecue, and Sonic being like, nothing could beat the power of family?
Pretty much.
I feel like
Sonic
that's plausible for
voiced
this
by
game.
Vin Diesel.
Whoa, whoa, that was cringe.
No, Vin Diesel definitely is the Knuckles character. Sonic is, what's that guy's name?
I have never watched any of those movies, so you'll have to be there.
They are stupid in a really kind of great way.
Oh yeah, so the thing about the air meter too is that you probably noticed it's like kind of shrinking and growing. And actually, you can upgrade it mid-race by picking up things like
Rings.
those capsules. I think there's like a maximum air meter increase or something. I don't remember how you do it actually, but I know you can.
You level up by collecting a certain amount of rings. And I know that every course has like 100 rings hidden in them in a single capsule, so you could just get to maximum level if you know where they are.
Yeah, this is all coming back to me. This is very complicated.
No, yeah, this game has a lot of rules. Like, there are literally, like, a fucking shitload of rules in this game that, to be good at it, you need to know. And that also makes it really hard to play as, like, a game just to fuck around with friends, because you have to assume, then, that the people that you're playing it with casually also know these rules.
Right.
And that's not an easy sell for a lot of people, and that's kind of why this game didn't do the best. Because it's like Mario Kart, you can play that with just about anybody, but not this game.
There's also Kirby's Air Ride, which was really fun.
But yeah, Kirby's Air Ride is like a lot easier to understand too. It's a one-button racing game, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's like, it's got its own complications, but it's still, yeah, just one button, so...
Like, you don't gotta tell people to do all this shit or like manage fucking fuel or like do tricks to get more fuel and collect rings to level up and like what the fuck are you talking about? Help.
I am thinking about fucking Crash Team Racing again now that this is brought up. It's like, it's a game that's easy to play, but there's like enough depth in it, so like
It's
you could
Mario Kart.
quickly pick it up and then like there's some nuances, but yeah, it's mostly.
I mean, like, Mario Kart has that too, not as much, I would say, mechanically, but like, I think Crash Team Racing is more complicated, just like the boost stacking system and how that works.
Yes, I love its mechanics so much. I
But-
wish it were made by a game that weren't.
I was thinking of the Kirby Air Ride comparison. Actually, the thing about that game is that you actually can make the game easier or harder depending on what vehicle you have.
Yeah, the vehicles are the big rule changes, because, like, normally in these games, like, the vehicle stats don't influence the core mechanics the whole time, but in Kirby's Air Ride, like, every
Turning.
vehicle feels like you're playing a different game. Like, there's a star that can only go in a straight line, there's ones that can fucking fly, there's ones that cannot fucking fly at all. There's so many rules. There's fucking Meta Knight and DDD who both play completely different than any other car in the game.
Fly!
It is a ridiculous amount, and that's before you get to Dragoon or Hydra. Like, there's just so much. Anyways, get owned, nerd.
Yeah. Shit, scrub.
Where are you, Eggman?
Oh, I'm over here.
Also, Kirby's Air Ride had City Trial, which is like the mode to just play to fuck around. One of the best modes in a racing game ever, if I had to be straight about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like, City Trial is fucking godlike.
Can you catch the wind?
Sonic win.
Smell this fart.
Smell my armpit.
Where are you?
I'm here.
No!
Oh my god.
I'm dead!
Just
Hey,
kill
hey.
Eggman with fucking weather warfare.
Now you have the Cosmic Cube.
I lost. So don't play games with me. I don't want your pity, nor do I need it.
What? Are you crazy? If they don't want it, then
Is he the voice of Usopp?
I was about to say that. I was like, he sounds like a One Piece character, and then I'm like, oh wait, 4Kids.
That's... oh my god. I didn't even realize that. That's insane.
Wave, use a rubber
I think it's
knife.
time to leave now. Tails?
yeah.
This Sonic was also the voice of just like the worst One Piece voice I've ever heard in my life.
Amy?
About Sanji.
How could you dive into Eggman knowing I was
I'll get back to you on that.
I didn't think about it.
Well, Amy, I thought
You know, you'd be alright,
okay
you might die.
with you, and
He's about to die.
Sonic, I won't forgive you this time.
Oh, he got fucking bludgeoned.
He's got blunt force trauma now. Ugh. That's what they call a chronic headache, the hedgehog. Not funny.
Yeah. Sure.
Absolutely.
Anyways, I'll be right back while these credits are rolling. Give me a minute. Stretch my leggies out. You don't have to pause the video. I'm good. I'm just gonna stretch.
Yuji Naka. This was the last game he worked on before he quit Sonic Team because of Sonic 06.
Huh. So I guess there's like other characters in this game, but they're just not like in the story or anything. They're just unlockables for the sake of unlockables.
You know, it's a Sonic spin-off, and it's like, where's my boy Shadow?
Let's say as
Where's
they gotta
Eggman
have-
on a scooter?
Shadow playable.
You know that Amy's playable, Cream is playable, all those other birds, Shadow, two robots, Eggman, and then those three Sega characters.
Right, I am back. Stretch my legs.
Hey, did you know that this is Yuji Naka's last work on Sonic Team?
Okay. You know, honestly, this is so short. Like, really, this is a really short like video.
And we were halfway through it, so.
We should just do
nice.
Sonic Rush after this. because I'm fucking here.
I would really like to do fucking Dear Sega before
Oh my
that.
I don't want to do that video. I don't. Sonic Rush is thankfully only three hours. Well, nearly 4, but we could just do Sonic Story.
I think I actually remember having it, but like, I don't think I was really good at it or like beat it.
I remember not liking that game, but it has been a hot minute.
Yeah, opinions tend to change when it comes to Sonic games, I find. It's really strange.
I just remember not
Like-
liking the level layout is the thing. It's not like
Oh, yeah.
necessarily how the mechanics worked. It was just that all I remember about that game is dying in a pit a lot.
Oh, yeah, that one's... Rash Adventure is a lot better about it, I would say. Obviously. It should be, considering it's the sequel, but, you know.
The question is whether or not we do Sonic Riders Zero Gravity or not, because I don't have like any frame of reference for that game.
Does that game even have a story mode?
Yes, it does. Apparently.
Oh!
Alright.
Maybe. But,
Probably not tonight.
no, I kind of just want to do Sonic Rush after this.
It is the same length as this, so pretty easy.
Sonic, I am having a muscle spasm.
Sonic, I think I've been hit by a lightning bolt. Help!
They really just
Big
lingered
man, look
on
out!
it.
He's gonna die.
Hey, boss!
Boss, there's something stuck in the fan.
Major trouble!
He's in the fan.
At least learn to knock before entering a room.
What the fuck? Is that a
Oh.
fucking pirate?
What's this?
We should watch Marvel movies.
Oh,
There's a
is
fucking
this-
pirate on
Yeah,
on the
That's
picture.
when I
What?
took over things for my father.
Obviously, the third storybook game was supposed to be pirates.
Wow, Sonic characters have parents. This is a new one.
Our ancestors have left
But what
behind
about
hidden
fucking
treasures that
Vanilla
just
the
waiting to
Rabbit?
be
What about her?
Huh?
Fucking Cream's mom
No,
is
I
a
know, I know,
character.
I know.
Greasy little hands on this. You'll probably use it in some crazy experiment.
You've had it. Whatever.
Oh, come on. I only want to look at it.
You always say you only want this and that. Remember the teachings of our ancestors. Be careful what you ask for. Ultimately, you'll only
Is this
get
fucking
three
rocket
true
power?
wishes.
As the ancient Hawaiians used to say.
Why'd you birth me here anyway?
Well, an egghead, egg salad? No.
Someone called Eggman wants to speak to you.
He told me that he has an interesting.
You know, it's a really
proposition
interesting
for
contrast watching
Stop
Eggman get stuck in the
interrupting.
fan
Knock
of this
it
ship.
off.
You know, most birds do that in real life, so
Am I interrupting anything?
I'm just here.
It's evolutionary justice.
Are you Jet, the
You are
legendary
twice the height of everybody in this room.
He could curb stomp any of these characters, and I'm surprised that he hasn't.
I'm just mad that his feet actually look like that. That's not his shoe.
A room where the
That's not
Wait,
his
is that
shoe.
true?
No, really. If you watch like in the Sonic the swimming game, his feet are shaped like that.
Huh?
Hold on.
What's this?
Let me get an image of this.
I was gonna look up Eggman nipples.
No, I think he.
distrusting. Were you aware of this?
Yeah, no, that's just like the. Well, he does have nipples, unfortunately.
All I'm thinking about is that this scene should have begun with him like bumping his head against like the frame
No,
of the
like
door.
no, his feet are just shaped like that.
Just need to collect
Like they
all
just
these
are.
Chaos Emeralds,
Awful.
right?
Or like this image. This image is really good.
What do you mean? Are you saying that
What about
Pokemon
Sonic
knows
characters'
capable
feet, or
of
do they have to
stealing
wear
some beauty
shoes?
Emeralds?
Listen, I don't know. No, listen. I'm not. I am not asking that question. I'm
Have
not
you
asking
seen
them
this
to answer
character
it.
before?
Holy fuck! This picture, I just realized Wario's nipples.
many,
I-
dreadful encounters with this pest.
Never mind. Forget about
May
it.
be the fastest
This is the
creature on
only reason
Earth,
that
but
the
in
Olympic
the
Games
air,
even existed.
me and my extreme gear
Yeah, you know, they just
have to
answer
jump.
questions you don't have questions. Questions you don't ask, but they get answered anyways. Isn't that great? Fantastic, wonderful, amazing, excellent.
The
What about
countdown
Waluigi's
has
nipples?
begun.
I don't actually know.
Way I'm gonna lose.
Never looked at Waluigi's model in that. But
Yes, down fast.
Now I know that Sonic characters just always have fucked up feet.
What makes
well,
us
we don't know that about Sonic. We literally don't know, and you know what? I'm okay with not knowing, because then I can assume it's not like that, and it's fine.
actually didn't. Wasn't he barefoot in the Sonic movie? I don't remember.
Nope. No. If he was, I'm choosing to forget about it. How's that?
He was.
I'm not looking up Sonic feet. I'm not looking up Sonic feet.
Yeah, you're not?
That's your friend, whatever your name is. Like Axel Hawk or something? I forget.
Storm.
That's the Fatal Fury character, but it would be really funny to see him doing any of this.
Tornado upper! Tornado!
Right, yeah.
Want him back in the next King of Fighters, but that's not gonna happen.
I struggle to say that because as a design, he's just some bald dude with boxing gloves. Like,
They can make it work.
no,
They have
listen.
too many fucking boxers.
There are, okay, well, one, there's that, and two, there are so many more interesting SNK characters you could put in the game.
There's so many more
Really
interesting
the bottom
SNK boxers.
I mean, yeah, like, they already put Vanessa in. Like, that's already a big upgrade.
Calexo's Dream KOF, Rick Stroud, Freeman, and nobody
Yes,
else.
Rick Stroud!
Yes, yes.
Fucking, yes, absolutely. It's unfortunate that Vanessa has so much of his moves,
Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, he would be cool. Rick Stroud's cool as fuck in Real Boat too.
Hell yeah.
Or like Alfred Airhawk, or like there are a number of Fatal Fury characters that'd be really cool to just see again.
I want Hinako back, but that isn't happening.
I want Zhang Fei back.
That's a good pick too.
Oh god, see for a second I thought you were talking about like the fucking Romance of the Three Kingdoms Jang Fei, and I was like, wait, you have to
I've
refresh
been working
me
on
that.
Fighters History Dynasties for too long.
Yes, I actually have. Thank God that's ending this year.
I'm glad y'all are watching our Sonic Riders video where we talk about everything but.
But listen, we've already seen this track. The only thing different now is that the police are here to try and arrest Sonic the Hedgehog again.
Sonic is blaring NWA on
Yeah,
his iPod.
Wait, why does Axel Lowe have like a big fan now?
Why'd you call him Axel Lowe?
Yeah, this is Axel Lowe.
Axel Rowe?
Totally. Yeah, Axel. Axel.
This is Jet the
Jet the
Hawk.
Hawk.
His name isn't even close to Axel, which is a
Oh,
big...
Hawkeye, yeah, gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Give a Hawkeye! Shield skills, just like Cap.
Yeah, it's just Hawk from Best of Best.
Alfred Airhawk.
I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough for me.
Wow, what a cutscene. What a great bridge into that.
Sorry, but it just
Could you I feel like you should have cut that a little whatever.
Yeah.
It's also weird because this story had to be unlocked, so it's not like in Heroes or whatever where you can see them in any order. It's like, I already saw this because I had to.
still.
And then Sonic Heroes, you probably wouldn't play them in the intended order of fucking Team Rose, Team Sonic, Team Dark, and Team Chaotix.
I never imagined anyone would enter the race.
Oh, the explanation for the bomb, because I needed one.
Bomb.
Thanks, though. It was good for a
Wait, they were all standing right behind her. How did they not see her do that?
Oh, that
Sonic characters being terminally blind is like a common thing.
They
To be
have
fair,
huge
yeah.
ass eyes. How do they not see?
I mean, they also thought, everyone thought that Shadow looked like Sonic, so.
Yeah, I guess everybody's colorblind to the Sonic universe.
now.
I mean, they are animals, not humans. Are hedgehogs colorblind?
No, but the humans are
Hedgehogs
doing
have
it
poor
too.
eyesight. Hedgehogs have poor eyesight.
Wow.
Their limited eyesight allows them to see the outlines of objects such as a tree, and their color vision is limited to shades of cream and brown.
How about echidnas? You wanna look that up?
Well, they have a Cream the Rabbit, so where's Brown, the squirrel? I don't know.
I forgot how to spell echidna. Echidna. Eyesight. Echidnas have poor
E-C-H-
eyesight, and loud noise and bustle makes them bury themselves nervously. Echidnas forage at the ground surface, waddling along slowly, sweeping their pointed snout across the ground like a metal detector. Electrical sensors in their snout pick up impulses from buried invertebrates.
Man, wouldn't it be way cooler if Knuckles sniffed the floor instead of gliding and climbing? I think they should do that.
Instead of going, Aurora! Rats.
That would
Aurora!
make the treasure hunting segments 10 times worse.
Yeah, you know, you hear the sound of the radar and get really startled.
I have to play the game without any visuals.
We're emulating
have
the
a
eyesight
radar.
of an actual hedgehog and an actual echidna. You can't see anything. Have fun. And you know what's sad? Technically speaking, when it comes to advantageous sensory vision, Tails is probably the best of the three, if you consider real-life animals, because I'm pretty sure foxes are quite adept at seeing things.
Yeah. Foxes are pretty clever
I mean,
creatures.
look that up. Why not? Why don't we just confirm it?
Fox eyesight. Foxes have great eyesight. They can see just as well as a cat, in fact. Their eyes are much like a cat's thanks to their vertically slit pupils. Foxes are also very fast.
Wow, see, they were on the fucking money with Tails.
What other animals are there represented in here?
Oh, we got
Hawk
birds,
eyesight.
and we
I don't
already...
need to look up hawk eyesight. We all know
Yeah,
how
no,
hawks
yeah, no, yeah.
Swallow eyesight.
I mean,
Those
that's a bird.
have two foveae in each eye, giving them sharp lateral and frontal vision to help track prey. They have really good eyes. Okay, albatross eyesight.
Also really
Janis.
good.
Alright?
It's a fucking bird. It has to see good. If a bird can't see good, it's a really bad bird. Like, that is, unfortunately, really bad at doing its job of flying around and seeing shit while it's flying. But I'm sure evolution has failed somewhere, because, I mean, we still have kiwis. So, I mean,
Yeah, but what
realistically...
Look up Eggman's eyesight. What is... Do you know about this?
Eggman eyesight? Did you mean Eggman eyes?
Oh, no, I don't, because there's an image of that in Sonic 06, and you don't
Oh,
want to see it.
Christ.
What other Sonic animals are there? Well, rabbits have good eyesight.
Good Lord Almighty.
What?
That image.
Sorry!
Ugh! Ah! Yeah, see, I told you not to look that up, and look what you did.
It made this cutscene restart itself.
Boss, it wasn't my fault. He must have cheated. That's it. He must have used some special type of gear.
Yeah, he picked boss mode justice.
Because of my gear? No one can tune a gear the way I can. Accepted, buddy. It's not the board. Your skills just suck.
What? Suck?
Wow, online matchmaking.
S-U-C-K, suck.
So,
Stop it!
It's funny to hear Sonic characters say suck,
Now,
because I remember
let's get
fucking
down to business.
Total Drama Island, they
I believe
had to
our
swap out the
colleague
word
Eggman
suck a few
has gotta
times.
Be hiding something. And you
That was,
know,
yeah, that was a
I
weird
don't like
thing.
secrets,
Just like, especially
so I've
back
got a
in
job for you,
the
Storm.
90s, because I remember growing up thinking it's
I
like,
want you to sneak
oh yeah,
into
you can't
Eggman's
say that
place
word, that's a
and find
bad
out what
word.
he's hiding there.
And then, like,
Make
nowadays,
sure
as
you
everyone
look
says it,
carefully.
it doesn't even matter.
got it, boss.
You'll probably say hell
Hey,
in a
before
cartoon
you
and it'll be
go,
okay.
Bring
Like-
something back, or don't return at all.
I'm gonna run like a cartoon now.
Ah!
Fuck this desk.
Eggman Robo? Wait, Egg Robo's in this game?
I wish.
Wait, what?
Now, the race is
Guess that's
about
what
to
those green dudes are called.
That's so much less exciting. Why are you here? Literally, why are you here? What? Fine.
Need ice!
Fine.
Need ice!
But you go to get, like... You don't go to the grocery store, you go here. And you race Eggman robots on a surfboard.
There's
Waveboard.
a special Grand Prix where if you win this race, you'll get your groceries for free!
Storm performs a night.
Well, he
What a
fucking
commentary.
killed that guy. That guy's
Storm
fucking
committed a
dead.
nice murder.
Wonderful assault on the bystanders.
And yeah, you can just freely attack
Wow.
any enemy racers if you're like right next to them, and like
That
everybody
civility
has
skull is dented.
everybody has like different attacks against each other, and like Eggman just like leans his ass over and he farts on the opponent.
Wait, that
You're
actually
fucking
happened?
lying.
I'm not lying.
Oh,
That is
God.
true.
Wow.
Storm pulled off a
They actually found a way to ruin Eggman. Great, thank you.
Does that smell like egg salad? Like what?
It's even worse than that anime where he tried to marry a child.
Not marry, procreate. It's so much better that I said that, isn't it? You're welcome.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Eggman
gonna
not
watch you
only wanted to do that, he wanted to fuck. Which, yeah.
I'm not watching the
Absolutely.
Sonic OVA anymore.
I mean, listen, the soundtrack is really good. We got that rip. And I mean, Sonic fighting Metal Sonic is cool as fuck. I mean, that's always been cool, though. I mean,
Is that like the only time they've ever had a Sonic character that was like a half animal, half human thing?
I think. Yeah, you know, honestly, it is strangely less weird to me than Sonic and Elise. I mean, it's not strange. Maybe it's normal, actually. It's like, you know what? I do think that is the only time, though. I haven't seen that.
Does that mean in that universe that's how that happened, was like a Sonic Elise situation where like a cat and a human procreated to make a cat girl?
Wouldn't be the first time a video game's done that. Certainly won't be the last time. There's like a really easy example that I could cite. But, you know,
The fucking story of the Labyrinth and the Minotaur.
sure.
That's too bad. And he was so consistent, too.
Ow! Holy fuck! He just ran into that.
He's got big hands. He could deal with it. It's like
He's got a
Wallace.
big fucking head.
This is just Wallace's bird Sona.
Furry Wallace. This is Side S Wallace. There you go.
Building momentum.
Not respreading Wallace to be a big fucking bird or something.
Side B, fur bird.
And he makes a smooth
Will
landing.
be the only bird with poor eyesight.
This announcer reminds me of that like toggleable announcer in NBC3. That like just sits there and talks about the fight and exists entirely to get turned off as soon as someone realizes that they can.
Should put. Nah, we're not gonna put that in Battle Craze.
I will. If you make me do that, I will make it the most sarcastic sounding thing in the world.
Oh boy, oh boy. Ugh.
Uh,
I like his shoes.
Huh?
What's taking Storm so long?
what
This
do you
game
guys-
has good fashion for
Just sit
animal,
down and relax.
fucking
Chill,
animals
Wade.
with
Yeah,
big
you know,
cartoon hands.
Jet,
I would
how
put my
can you be so
birds
relaxed at a
in
time
these.
like this?
She got like
Coincidentally-
Jin Kazama
As
pants.
the leader, you've got
Coincidentally, I don't own any birds, but I would dress them up like this if I did.
Oh no, he's got Radical 6.
I want to see her do the fucking Mishima spin kick.
Whoa! Wow,
I think
Wave,
it's time for a
where did
little
you learn how to do laser scraper? I don't know what she's talking about.
Huh?
I don't think she knows what she's talking about either. Oh!
I'm gonna tall glass of milk.
You come back here right now. Why do I even bother? Unless I take charge, nothing ever gets done here.
You just stick that thing in the ground like a fucking steak.
I'm
You know.
taking my ball and I'm going home.
The race to prove who's the best begins now.
Oh man, it's a white cave now.
I really
So
like the
different.
aesthetic of this one.
No way I'm gonna lose.
Oh, yeah, right. You have to space your start run or else you'll get electrocuted.
Yeah.
Because that's completely okay in a competition like this.
Dr. Eggman will fucking kill you. Yeah, makes sense.
But only if you like mess up at racing. Otherwise, he's got honor, you know.
And he's like, yeah, if you die, then I don't feel sorry for you. Just GG, get good scrub in hell.
You want to start too early? Well, unfortunately for you, that's the electric chair, Sonic.
Fucking jigsaw and fucking hoverboards. Hello, Jet. I would like to play a game.
You spent your entire life going fast. Well, now you'll have to be patient.
I have to go slow. I have fucking destroyed your
wait,
kneecaps.
Sonic, you will complete 5 games of Monopoly.
The key to the bracelet is inside your kneecaps.
I don't know how to get it out.
Is there a fanfiction where like Sonic is a surgeon? I want to see that now. Sonic MD.
Look it up.
I'm gonna give you a life-saving operation. Okay, done.
If you operate on a Sonic character, if you like fucking start surgery, will just a bunch of rings come out?
Did they have like, how do you do like laser eye surgery on a Sonic character?
Oh no.
Hopefully it
Did we
won't
think
end
about
like
that?
that fucking Final Destination clip.
It's like that that question I posed on Dino's stream. What would a human look like with the Sonic eye? Someone drew that, by the way, which... Yeah.
How expensive are glasses for Sonic
Wow!
characters?
Jet has successfully jumped in the air. Is that really what it said? Wow! Jet is riding a board!
Jet is moving forward. It's not winning, mind you, but...
Wow! Ryu just threw a fireball. They don't pay me enough!
Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
Anyways, we're at the... What level is that in Adventure 2?
How'd it go?
Pyramid.
Take a look at this, boss.
Gimme.
The fuck is that? Wow, that'll really fix the microchip shortage.
Yes.
Aha, yes, you're an idiot.
Oh,
What
the
is it?
Matrix, of course!
Free an MS diary.
I knew the Wachowskis were behind this.
Babylon treasure from our ancient ancestors.
Well, what the fuck did he get that from?
He found it, hanging out.
I got those bird brains to believe that Babylon treasure was just a gem. I can't believe they fell for it.
What fools! Can you believe the real treasure is the ancient but advanced technology of the Babylonians?
I'm here.
Irony. I found a
He's just
story
right
about
behind
a
it,
boy who
just, like,
received
talking to them.
From the Babylonians as a gift. The story
Evangelion?
says with it, the boy was able to rule the world. And this was just a gift. I'm anxious to find this technology as soon as possible. Imagine the vast possibilities of the technology they must have kept for themselves.
What if it turned out they were just making NFTs?
Oh man, I guess it's not a gem after all.
Oh well. Guess this was just a wasted effort. Too bad, really. I haven't the slightest interest in world domination or advanced technology.
Hey, wait a second, okay, Jet? While Eggman may not look smart, he is. He
Are
has an
you
IQ
sure
of
about that?
300 after all. If he's interested in this technology, it must have
He must have
value.
so many grooves in
Are
his
you saying
brain.
there's
It's like a
profit in
dolphin.
this?
Think about it. It may be more valuable than finding silver or gold.
Or crystals, or rubies, and
More valuable than fighting Silver, or Amy, or Shadow. Wait, hold on.
Why'd you do
I thought
that?
a
Just
fucking
happened this
Undertale
great
character was
daydream.
talking for a second.
Come on, Jet. It's time to go back to
What?
the race.
Text and noise.
What is that thing? It's just like, by the way, she has a magical necklace.
Yep.
Eat shit.
Yeah.
Just in case. The goddamn race.
This is it.
Yeah, the Eclipse is cool.
Oh. The only one good thing about Sonic games is that, for the most part, they have really cool set pieces.
Makes a nice landing.
Actually, what's a Sonic game with, like, really bad locations? Of fucking Sonic Boom, maybe, but a lot of bad things could be said about that game.
Yeah, it's not even worth bringing up. It's not even really like a Sonic Team game, as far as I know.
It's a big red butt game.
I I can't answer that question. No, I think it's they got some good like set design ideas.
Oh yeah, Sonic Lost World has really bad set pieces.
That game was just weird.
Uh,
I don't even know if I would say that. It's just odd.
It's not something you would expect Sonic to do.
Because it had that level with like all the candy and shit. Like that was pretty cool. It was weird, and I don't know why it existed, but that was, you know, it looked nice.
Well, the thing
Maybe
about
the whole
Sonic Lost World is that even the things that look cool in it make no sense and have no reason to be there, so it ruins any sense of, like, inspiration the aesthetic could have had, because that entire game's presentation is beyond bland.
Yeah.
That game is unfortunate.
Yeah.
A boring Sonic game. How do you make that? Fuck.
You guys sounded like you had a fun time, like, ripping on it and fucking...
We did. I didn't have a fucking fun time, like, looking at it. Like, come on.
Every time I think of that game now, I always think of, like, the fact that whenever they were like, oh, let's bring back all these cool, like, memorable bosses from the Sonic series as, like, supposed villains in Sonic Forces, and it was like, oh yeah, Zavok. Like,
yeah, remember him?
That guy that was, like, part of a group. And
but it's really funny that the cutscene is just him getting fucking punched in the face. Like, Sonic just fucking punches the fuck out of him.
With a fucking, like, stock punch sound effect.
But, like, why Zavok? If the Zavok is the Waluigi of Sonic, I'm convinced it's gonna happen.
No, because, like, Waluigi is a character that people want.
Has more of a personality in, like, games that really don't have, like, writing.
Give it time. I'm telling you, in
Zavok
10 years...
is just 1/7 of a character. I mean, 1/6.
He's... Give it time.
Will not give it time.
Yo, it doesn't seem to matter if you will or won't, because Sega keeps putting him in games.
Fine, he'll be in Battle Craze somehow.
Yeah, that's that'll be Wallace side. That's Zavok.
It was Omochao the one doing all the announcing.
I can't imagine Omochao giving out the news.
We should give Goliath a Zavok palette.
Oh man, looks like we have company.
Come on.
We gonna rumble?
We gonna do something that I do in any other Sonic game?
It's me, Knuckles!
What is that voice?
I have an accent.
Knuckles, now's not the time to fight.
The fuck do you mean? It's fucking Knuckles!
Smart thinking.
He could
Let's
punch
get
the
outta
fuck
here.
out of those! Tail, what?
Forget the red mutt. Let's go, Storm.
Okay, that's an echidna, lady.
She say red mutt? Why you?
Hey, Knuckles, wait.
Remember Sonic Heroes where Knuckles couldn't fight like anything?
They're pulling out all the tricks. They're
I'm
pulling
dead.
out all the tricks.
Got it. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me, leave it to me.
Whoa, my head's
If you haven't seen that speedrun, I gotta show it to you. It was like a task of Sonic Heroes, and all you hear the entire time is Tails just saying, leave it to me, because of some glitch where, like, they go really fast by just constantly team switching.
And Jesse double swallow.
Realize.
Stalefish Melon Jesse.
I haven't even been looking at the trick names. 'Cause it's like, I'm sure those mean something.
I noticed one of them is just named Japan.
Lanindi. Are those actual, like, fucking names, or that's just shit that they made up?
I know a couple of them are actual, like, skateboard names. Like,
Yeah, like that's why I'm not saying anything because I have no idea. I'm like not immersed in that culture, so I could not tell you.
We should have gotten Tony Hawk to co-commentate with us.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that have been just really easy? Problem is that you'd see Tony Hawk, but you wouldn't know it was him.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Janis is just like, I am Tony Hawk.
I'm secretly Tony Hawk.
But I said in like 30 years in Fate Go, they're gonna have Tony Hawk and his like secret, like he's gonna have like EX rank presence concealment because nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Are they gonna make him into like a buff anime dude or into a cute anime girl? Is the thing.
I'll leave that up to your judgment. Oh yeah, that's like that weird shit you can do in this game. If somebody's like ahead of you, you can like ride their tailwind.
Yeah, the turbulence. You also get air from that too.
Yep.
I think there's also a way to like create tornadoes behind you. But it expends a lot of air.
I was actually wondering what the actual like tricks do, if anything.
I'll give you like
Give you air.
Ah, well, I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier actually, but
To be fair, there's like a lot of mechanics apparently.
I have a giant wrench now.
What the, huh? Okay, bye. Is that like Jet Set Radio guy having fans, or
I guess?
they just randomly have weapons they just hold out?
Yeah.
We're
It's
armed.
like a part of their like boosting animation or something. Every character can like boost sometimes too. I know Sonic was like doing like his spin dash when he boosted.
Skyroad, I love that DOS game.
Skyroad, my favorite Sonic Lost World
So don't
world.
play games with me. I don't want your pity, nor do I need it.
Are
God, he
you
sounds so
crazy?
much like Usopp.
If they don't want it,
You don't have a
let's
boat,
take
and it is a long way to the shore.
Treasure is treasure. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, let's go.
Open sesame.
Check out this cool cube. It's gone now.
yeah.
Cube's gone.
What the fuck?
What?
I'm hypnotized.
Finally, something interesting.
The actual context of that quote is so fucking weird. Something interesting.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Is this that saran wrap thing that Arpa goes on about all the time?
No.
This is like the fucking high school gym mat universe. Saran wrap was that thing in Sonic Heroes in Mystic Mansion.
At a glance, I thought that it looked like the same thing, but no, it actually is like a tile.
It's me, Robin Williams.
It's me, a blinding light.
It's me, Eye Strain.
What the fuck?
It's me, a Dragon Ball monster.
What? Oh yeah, the boss fight.
There's
What?
a boss fight in this game. You can unlock this track, and the boss is just still here.
All right, bring it on.
There's like an additional track that you can unlock with like this aesthetic that's like actual track. It's like really cool. It fucking looks like Illbleed. Which is really funny because fucking Sonic was in Illbleed.
Was he? I don't remember
You
that.
gotta hit the jar. Zodic the Hell Hog, and I think he was the final boss of that game.
That game was a fever dream.
Yeah.
I like how your friends are also like racers, which is for entirely no reason other than just
Have enemies.
Yeah, but they're not... Are they your enemies in this race?
I don't know.
Because they shouldn't be.
This is a very strange design decision on Sega's part.
I think Blue Scorpion is my favorite, like, NK character.
I'll throw a projectile, which is not in your direction. What the hell is Blue Scorpion?
It's one of the trick names.
Oh. Ow.
And it's also the next Sonic character.
Yep,
The Scorpion.
Blue the Scorpion, yeah. Obviously. Ooh!
Did they ever have, like, another blue character?
Don't think so.
Because it was like, that's like Sonic's thing, is he's like the blue blur, so it's like, you can't really have another blue character without it kind of like cramping his style.
Metal Sonic count?
Eh, it's a fake Sonic, so I guess not really. Like, that's
Chaos?
kind of the point.
Okay.
Oh
ooh.
yeah, there was Chaos, that's fair. More of a cyan, I guess. But...
Yeah. Oh no. How did you not get hit by that? You can roll back the hedgehog.
He used air. I don't know.
Use the power of rollback, and now he's playing Blaze Blue. So if I got Blaze Blue, would you play it with me?
It is $4. Apparently.
That is $4 I am not spending.
I'm trying to look for other Blue Sonic characters. Give me a minute. I'm on the Sonic... That's what I've been doing.
No, I'm a box.
I swear to God, it looked like a Dragon Quest enemy or something.
No.
Oh, it's guns!
Eggman dual wielding.
By the treasure to
Oh, Sonic, I'm going to shoot the fuck out of you!
now hand over the treasure.
This is actually the second time he's held a Sonic character at gunpoint.
So funny. Hand over the treasure right now.
First time Amy in Sonic Adventure 2.
The treasure of Babylon is finally mine. Huh? What is this thing?
It's a magic carpet.
Cloth? Let's see. This looks interesting. At long last, we've completed our ultimate invention. With this, our lives will be easier without the need to work so hard to keep ourselves flying. Stolen, the 13th leader of the Babylon Rogues.
So that's why birds don't fly in the Sonic universe.
The carpet's rich texture is a sight to behold, and the way it feels is extraordinary. Something such as this could only have been created in Babylon. Undoubtedly, this carpet will be in high demand from all around the world, but what's this? No way. I went to the trouble of holding the World Grand Prix for this? I can't believe I just wasted my time for this.
This cutscene is happening.
What's this? Good eyes. Didn't think you'd spot it for a second, Shorty, but you did.
We're making fun of Tails for his height.
Isn't just a piece of fabric. Right.
He's a
It's
child.
material. It's the
Yeah.
same stuff we use for our extreme gear.
Oh, our hoverboards are made out of carpet. Oh, you still had the fucking cube.
Wow, Sonic Flying Carpet!
Oh, it's...
Sonic Flying Carpet!
Not sure, but maybe it's a prototype gear.
A magic carpet?
Oh, wow.
I thought that those
It's so
only
that
existed
guy. I
in
didn't know he looked like
fantasy.
this.
Regrettably, Omochao is a
I
Blue
never
Sonic
imagined
character.
that we Babylonians could be descendants of real genies.
Doesn't that make you feel great?
I think it
Otherwise,
was
the
Jet saying
selection-
that, like, genies were the ancestors,
So,
the
you're leaving
descent.
this place?
Bleh.
Yeah, The back of the carpet has more
Well,
wood than
anyway,
most of them.
otherwise the selection of blue Sonic characters is unfortunately quite limited to just chaos in Metal Sonic.
To gather treasure.
Why is Sonic
Would
talking
be-
to himself?
Huh? But enough of
You
this
know,
friendly
as he ought to
banter,
do.
Sonic. You better make sure you're ready when we meet face to face once again.
Only on the
You
Wii.
bet.
Yeah.
Come on, Jet, it's time to split.
Hey, I wanted to say that.
Surprised that didn't kill her.
We should split too, right?
Yes.
Wee.
I will value this gear for the rest of my life until the next video game comes out. We never talk about it again.
And then there was fucking Zero Gravity, and then there was Sonic Free Riders for the Kinect.
I don't think I ever got to fully appreciate that this is like the most 90s concept ever. It's like skateboards and but hovering and futuristic. And it's like that matches like Sonic's aesthetic from back in the time, but it feels like it's a little late now.
Wow, Back to the Future.
I guess I could see that, because, you know, Sonic is like the radical one, the off-brand. He doesn't adhere to normal platformer conventions. But he will go behind the wheel in order to have like a fair competition. But not in this. He's just like, I gotta use the boards because they're faster than me or something.
This theme is
Yep.
this theme never got remembered.
It's yeah. Yep.
And a lot of the other music is still pretty good, at least. Not acknowledged in other Sonic games.
But they brought back the theme from Sonic and the Secret Rings in Smash Brothers.
Yep.
But not
Nice
this.
for the Rings, everyone!
For some reason. I think that's why I secretly wanted like another Sonic character in Smash, just to get like better music selection, but
You mean like more than one Sonic Mania song?
Yeah.
yeah, that was
That's the banger.
this
isn't
was
it?
a Sonic game, which was
It's the jam.
this is a Sonic game that's pretty alright.
Yep, it's good. I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
know about the sequel, but
We'll
I actually
find
don't
out.
know either. I
find out.
one day.
10 years, and then in 2 seconds I'll forget about it. That's about it.
Yes.
So terrible.
Yeah.
Janis, are you a writer for this game?
Oh. Was my name in the credits?
Look, none of us are good at jokes today, alright? It's fine.
It's not a big deal.
We can handle it.
I don't have to think about it.
Ha ha!
What if Gold Lewis used his coffin as a hoverboard? What if we had a Guilty Gear Racing spin-off?
I'm just sitting here thinking how many credit sequences I've seen since I started doing watch videos.
Gives us time to reflect, you know?
Not a lot to reflect on in this game, though.
Yeah, I could